The internet. It's a place where you can see incredible things, glamorous cats, arsonist children memes, or even take fabulous online classes. As you can see from this actual ad in the 1990s, the internet was supposed to fix everything.
Hey, Dan, ready for the game? I'm just finishing up here with my new kayaking friends.
Kayaking friends on your computer?
Yeah, I just got America Online.
Sounds great. America Online can do all that?
Yeah. How about sending your mom some nice flowers? All you do is click on Marketplace. We place an order.
Call now for America Online, a new way to use your computer.
Amazingly, that ad was 20 years ago, and the internet has become integral to modern life. But unfortunately, it also became a haven for child pornography. In the late 1990s, child pornography and child sexual abuse material were nearly eliminated. New laws and increased prosecution made it simply too risky to trade through the mail. But then came the internet, and the market exploded. Chat rooms aren't just places to find local kayak buddies, as nearly 45 million pieces of sexual abuse material are reported every year, with almost 60% dedicated to children under the age of 12. These child abusers have become quick to leverage new technologies, but our societal response has not. Law enforcement has one jurisdiction, companies review just their platform, and whatever data they gather along the way is rarely shared. But there is light at the end of the tunnel. An organization known as Thorn hopes to fill this gap by building technology to defend children from sexual abuse online through the elimination of all child sexual abuse material from the internet.
Is Thorn, a nonprofit whose face of the organization is Ashton Kutcher, do the best job when it comes to ending human trafficking. While many nonprofits seek to aid survivors and end human trafficking, Thorn seeks to address the source of the issue. Not just offering a band-aid solution, Thorn works to identify and combat sex traffickers through technology. The volume of child sexual abuse material on the internet has skyrocketed, with the scale of the issue increasing. According to an ECPAT international study, the amount of data that law enforcement must comb through has been increased by 10,000%. Thorn sees this data and creates technology to comb through the information quicker so that the victims and their perpetrators may be found. Thorn is the first nonprofit to combat human trafficking using technology. Before Thorn, there was no concentrated effort in using tech to defeat human trafficking. Thorn strives to defeat the source of human trafficking and shut it down before it even begins. When one company finds a child abuse image on their network, they will report it to the National Center and take a digital fingerprint of it and send it up to the cloud, and all other participating companies can then pull that fingerprint and find that image on their network, resulting in more rapid identification and removal of this content across the internet. And the removal of this content is arguably just as important as the identification of the victims themselves. The first generation of children whose abuse has gone viral are now young adults. The Canadian Centre for Child Protection just did a recent study of young adults to understand the unique trauma that they try to recover from knowing that their abuse lives on. 80% of these young adults have thought about suicide. More than 60% have attempted suicide. They must live with the fear that when they walk down the street or interview for a job, that someone will recognize them from their abuse, a reality that becomes true for 30% of them.
After seeing the scale of the problem and how Thorn is equipped to solve the issue, we are asking the class to donate $15,000. $15,000 will help identify 33 children. The size of the gift compared to the budget is around 0.2%, and while that may not seem like a lot, Thorn is unique in its fight against human trafficking and is also successful. The little bit that we can add to the fight is important, as our gift would help 33 victims leave the dangerous situation they are in and come back to society. We recommend an unrestricted gift, as every program in Thorn seeks to solve the same problem, ending human trafficking. By tracking the progress in the Form 990s, one can see that Thorn is growing and evolving its programs to defeat traffickers. Therefore, we trust Thorn to use the money wisely and continue the efforts of saving victims. Our $15,000 will make sure that 33 kids can be removed from the most devastating cycle of violence, abuse, and hopelessness. The average age of the Thorn survivor is 15. Imagine what you were doing at 15, receiving an education, discovering your own personality, and developing meaningful relationships. Thorn is working to give kids back their right to life, and our donation can help make that goal a reality.